to the TBT tournament. I don't want to take up too much of your time today. Would like to briefly introduce myself and members of my team and let you know why we would love to be a part of your esteemed tournament. Sitting to my right is my father and retired basketball coach Verties Sails Jr., who for 42 years used the game of basketball to shape the lives of young men and give opportunities to better themselves via the sport of basketball to obtain education in order to help them to provide for themselves and their family and make better lives for themselves and their family. I obviously am his son, Verties Sails III, and together we will serve as the co-general managers and also co-coaches of the team that is hoping to enter the TBT tournament, Sails Salukis. To give you a little background of who we are and what we represent, one of the stops that we made along our careers was Southwest Tennessee Community College, in which my father was the head coach and athletic director for 33 years, and I served as his assistant coach for 10 of those years. Over those 33 years that he served as head men's basketball coach, he picked up a few accolades along the way, won over 700 games, was inducted to both the NJCAA and Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, produced countless Division I players, professional basketball players, but more importantly, educators, doctors, lawyers, politicians, businessmen, and successful people of all backgrounds and all career paths. What we would like to do is have an opportunity to compete in your tournament, to give a few of the young men who played for us an opportunity to showcase themselves against some of the best basketball players in the world on one of the best basketball stages in the world, and give them an opportunity to compete and have the opportunity to impress many of viewers at home as well as professional scouts and basketball fans across the country and across the globe. So, Sails Salukis. The Saluki is the mascot of Southwest Tennessee Community College, and the majority, if not all, of our former players will be Southwest players, or Southwest former players, so hence the name Sails Salukis. One of the reasons why we chose that name, upon my father's retirement in 2012, and again, this is after a 700 plus win and Hall of Fame career, many people, both he and I included, thought that we'd had enough success and felt that I was ready to assume the role as his protege for the head men's basketball coaching position. Unfortunately, our administration had other decisions, and that's okay. So what I would like to do personally is have an opportunity to kind of display what I've learned in the time since then, and to also maybe selfishly send a little bit of a message that since his retirement in 2012, 7 seasons and 4 head coaches later, and only 1 national tournament appearance later, that maybe a mistake was made and that we're going to take a team of our former players and show the world what Southwest Tennessee Community College basketball really looks like. So to give you a rundown of some of the potential players that we may have that who may participate in our team this year. I guess our most famous alumni would be a young man by the name of Lester Hudson. Lester Hudson was the second leading scorer in NCAA basketball at the University of Tennessee Martin behind Stephen Curry, was a second-round draft pick in 2009 of the Boston Celtics, and, sort of bounced around the NBA a little bit playing for the Celtics, the Washington Wizards, Memphis Grizzlies, Cleveland Cavaliers, and most recently the Los Angeles Clippers, where he served as a backup point guard to Chris Paul. He is now currently the reigning Chinese Basketball Association MVP and champion. But he is one of our former players who really helped to put Southwest Tennessee, I guess, in more of a national light. But by far is not the only good player that we have. We have four other former players who have played in the NBA G League. Dominique Johnson, a 6'4" guard, who most recently in the G League played with the Canton Charge. Jeremy Williams, a 6'7" forward, who played for the Idaho Stampede. D'Angelo Riley, a 6'9" forward, who most recently played for the Iowa Energy. And Nick Covington, a 6'3" guard, who played for most recently in the G League, the Westchester Knicks. So all four of those young men started their basketball careers collegiately at Southwest Tennessee Community College and moved on to Division I levels and have played in the G League and other various leagues overseas and bring extensive experience. In addition to those young men, we have 2012 NCAA Slam Dunk champion James Justice, who also is a former Southwest Saluki. James Justice, as a senior, entered the College Slam competition and, standing at only 5'9", walked away as the College Slam Dunk champion. So these are just examples of some of the former players that we have an ability to bring to the table. In addition to those that are named, we have A.J. Pegram, 6'1", 6'2" shooting guard, who spent a little cup of coffee with the Harlem Globetrotters. Outstanding shooter, outstanding ball handler. We've got Donald Ray Boone, we call him D-Ray, 6'4" guard who stood out at Arkansas State. Londrick Nolan, 6'7" forward, who started 2 years at the University of Mississippi after playing here at Southwest. So we have several young men who have committed to play for our team, who we feel like can provide some excitement, but who can also compete with any of the teams that you have in the tournament. One thing that kind of fuels us as a junior college program, oftentimes we were looked down upon and maybe thought of as a little bit of second rate, and even somewhat here in the city of Memphis, which obviously you have one Memphis team in the tournament that's made primarily of University of Memphis alumni. And so we are sort of the anti-establishment. The University of Memphis is oftentimes here in the city looked at as the blue bloods of Memphis basketball, and at times we weren't always regarded that way until people saw us actually play. And once people actually saw us play, it was a different story. So we would be very excited to gain an invitation to play in the tournament, but specifically in the Memphis region that they will be hosting. Per NCAA rules, it was always prohibited for a Division I school or NCAA school to compete against a junior college. So I feel like we have hundreds, if not thousands, of fans here in the city of Memphis alone who have always wondered what would happen if the University of Memphis played Southwest Tennessee Community College. I can assure you that it would be a competitive game. I'm not going to go as far as to make any projections other than that it will be a game that no one around this city and even nationwide would ever forget. So I hope to have shown you a little bit of who we are, a little bit of what we stand for, and maybe made an impression on you, the committee, to believe in us that we can bring to the table a quality product that will represent the tournament well, that will make you all proud, and who at the very end can still be standing tall and competing for a championship. If you have any questions, any concerns that I did not answer, please feel free to contact me at any time. But we look forward to a response and hope to see you in TBT land. Thank you.